So this is a continuation of part 3 video, and we created our server, and for this part we are going now to create our to connect our server to the database. So by doing that, we have to create .env file. Then on this .env file, I have to say creating database. Okay. So we have now to write our variables here. I'm not going to show you my password for my database, but I hope you understand on how to say the Postgres password. So I'm going to pause this video so that I can write my password. Then I'm going to continue to the server side. Okay. Therefore, I have written my .env file. So let us configure our server to the backend, and let's see the message that we are going to get after connecting now our database with our server, so that we can start to save the data to our database. So by doing that, let me show you a small recap of how we created this server. I'm going to open my command prompt here. So by opening my command prompt, I'm going to write PSQL capital U, then the Postgres, like that. Then this one is going to ask for password. I'm going to enter my password. Okay. Then by entering my password, I'm going to check the list of database that I have, and you can see this was our database. So we have to connect to that database. So this /c tutorial. Okay. So by doing that, we are connecting to a database. We can say dt to check the tables that we have, and we can see that we have customers and orders in our in our database here tutorial. We have 2 tables. That's good. So let us connect this database tutorial to our server. By doing this, it will help us to know that our server and database are communicating well. So to get started with our server, to connect our server to the database, I have to install some modules here. And the first module that I have to install is GoGet. GoGet, and the name of the GoGet, it is github.com. Then I check to github.com, then I check to Zoho. Then this Zoho I check to go.env, like that. Go.env. It should be like that, and then we install this module, and the module is not being installed. Okay, maybe I have a table here, no space, then Zoho, no space, go.env. I think this one is going to work. GoGet. Okay, GoGet, this module is not working. Let me check why. It has to. Okay, let me clear this terminal. And when I clear this terminal, I have to make sure that, let me type ls to know license. I have to cd to Backend. Okay, we have a Backend folder there. And once I get to this Backend folder, I can now install our Get module, because remember our project is here. The reason why the project was not installing is because I was installing it outside the folder. Then I'm going to copy this the module has been installed now. So to continue, we have now to initialize our environment variables from this file here. So to do that, we have to say initialize like that. Then I have to check the error. If there is error, I have to say go.env. This go.env, it has to load. If it loads and there is no error, if it loads and there is no error, like that. No, I want to make it clean. Error. You have to now to check the error. If the error probably is equal to nil, then we expect to say something might happen. So log printf print format, and this format is going to take error. You can say error loading from .env file. Then this file we have to say formatted string. For this one, I'm going to target the error, and then in case of typo error there, go.env, that one is okay. Then now we can return nil like that. Okay, so by doing that, we have initialized our variables from .env file. So let us now get DB credentials from our environment variable. Remember, so this one is get our credentials from .env file like that. So we have to name our variables. I can say db user. Then this one db user is going to be assigned to os like that. Dot get env, again here get env get env. Yeah, I want to check this one. .env. I have to target now the name in my .env file, and the name is db user. Like that. Then I have to duplicate, and this one should be db user, not use, like that, user. So I have to duplicate this one, so it is alt shift down. I have done it. Okay, then I have to change this one to db password. Where am I changing? This one is db password. Then this one is db post. Then this one is db port. then this one is db name. Okay, then I can remove this one because then I can change these variables here as well, and say this one is for password, capital password. Then I can go for this one and change this one for host. Then I can go for this one and I change this one for port. Then I can go for this one and change it to name. I think this one is going to this one should be password. No, it should not be capital, but I think this one should be capital. Okay. Let us now build our connection. Build our connection. So building our connection, I can say that DSN. This is my variable name. Okay, and this DSN I want to build our variable here. So fmt dot printf. This one should be more f. Okay, I want to make this one as a string, conversion string, and to convert this one as a string. So I have to change this one to more big, like that. S printf. And there's a typo error here. Then I have to target how many variables. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have to do Postgres. Okay, now we want to connect our Postgres to. Then I have to start with a formatted string for this one, and then formatted string s again, like this, s, like that. Okay, then I can say at. Then this is a user. Okay, we have db user password, then db host at host is 54 localhost. Okay, port is 54.2. So I have to say like this, simple. Then I target this db port. Then I say slash db name. I think this one is okay. So comma. After doing comma, I have now to say db user. Okay, then I say db password. Then I say comma db host. Then the other one is db port. Then the other one is db name. Okay, so this one has helped us to create our formatted string. So let us do our database connection at this point here. So during our building our connection, we have to create or configure our app. So configuring our app, it will we have to create a new folder here. Folder config. Then we call it config. Then this config folder, we have to create where is it, config. Then I have to create a config.go, like that. It's called config.go. Okay, so in this config.go, this is our this is where we are going to help this application here to configure our database. So before I write the configuration for database connections or database connection, okay, we have to create this config file here, and this config file is going to help us to configure our Postgres. So I'm going to start with package config. Okay, then we have to import. I have done package import, and this importation here is going to allow our modules. So let me write a function func initialize. Okay, then we have to target this our name here, DSN. I have to copy this name here, DSN. So this DSN is a string. Remember, we converted it is a type of string. And remove comma here because we are declaring a type. Okay, so val error is type of error, and before that let me initialize our db. So val db full pointer to, we have to reference our pgx, so we have to import that module, pgx full, it is full. Okay, let us import our module, this one here. We have to import context and fmt. Okay, so error is declared but not used, no problem. So let us check the error. If now error is not equal to nil, if there is error, that means, and then the good thing with Golang, you have to be checking error in every part. So log.photo string, photo formatted string, then we can say unable to connect. Okay, unable to connect to the database, like that. Then this one is going to give start a new line, then we declare error here. So the Golang will stop complaining, but we have not imported our log. Then import this one automatically, like that. Okay, by doing that, we have checked the error. If there is no error, else we have to log print ln, print line, that means ln, and this ln is going to tell us our database connection is established. Our database connection is established. Okay, then we have to now to write a function which is going to close our db. So if our db is working well, let us close it. Close db. This one is a function that says if db pool, if db pool is not equal to nil, db dot close like that. Okay. What else is remaining? Okay, we have to install this, so I can say go get I have to do ls first to check where I am. This that one is okay. Then I can say go get the module here. Okay, and then we have to check what else is not imported here. I think everything is okay. Let us see, we could not import this, and let us see if the Golang will stop complaining. And if so, we have to come here now, our database connection. We have now to initialize this one, and we have to import our config file. Okay, config like that, dot initialize db. Then okay, db, let me check how I make this one. It is initialized. Okay, let me add db here to make it to make it more readable. db, this one should be sounding better. db, then I can come here to main, and this main initialize config initialize db like that. Then now I can pass the DSM. Or is it taking time to load? Okay, so it's installing the module, which is good. Then now I can pass the DSM here, and then I can now defer keyword. Remember, defer keyword means that our system now has finished running, so defer keyword is telling the system it should come last. So defer keyword means wait for everything to finish, then you execute. So config.close db. So we want to tell our function to come last, our close db function like that. Remember, it is coming from, is it small letter or capital B? It is coming from this file here, and I don't know why this file is not installed, yet we have installed. Let me clear here like that, and I think this file should stop complaining from now. Let me do cd2. Okay, let me do ls cd config. I don't know why this module is not installing. Let me install it there. Then you see if it is going to stop complaining. To check now if our database is connected. I think our database now should be connected. Let me check if we have done anything. Initialize DB. Okay, this one should be like that. Initialize DB. I think now this it has stopped complaining. If you come here and find config initial, okay, let me copy this one so that I can avoid errors like this. And our go mode is complaining. Okay, this one has stopped complaining, and the main goal has stopped complaining as well. We have a problem here. Error while importing the Backend. Let me check why there is error. Okay, I have to quickly back to Backend. Now I have to clear the terminal. So clearing the terminal, I have to install this module again. Let me check why there is error. Forget. Let's see. Install this module again to make sure that we don't have any error in our code base, to make sure that everything is running very well. So let us wait and see. Commode is complaining here. I don't know why. Let us give it some time. Since we have installed this module, I think everything is okay. Now let us test our configuration and check if our module is working well. Okay, I think this one is go Fullstack, whatever config. We have config initialize DB here. We have passed the DSM this file, this string I mean. So go run main.go. We expect now to see this message saying that database connection established or unable to connect to the database. Then so to deal with impossible condition mail, we have to use or implement context. So implementing context in this config file here, we have to maybe db pool, db pool like that. Then we have to check the error that coming with the context. So gx pool dot new. This new is going to take what context. So context dot background here. Then we have to pass our from our string there, which is DSM, and then we have a defined context. Then let me import this context. I don't know if it is going to be imported automatically. Yes. So by importing context there, this will enable our DB pool error, which was written earlier that it is impossible. And by doing that, we have now to run our go mode, but go run, yeah, go run new.go. Let us see if our connection now is going to initially to be connected. So we got this error, that error loading. Let me check the config error. Okay, let me check the main. Yeah, this is error loading. Okay, we have error there. So for us to make sure that so our .env file is outside the package scope. So let us copy it inside. Okay. Once you copy it inside, I think everything will be okay. So and as you can see, we have, this is our .env file. I'll have to put my password there, but remember, do not put comments in .env file. So this one is going to affect our code. So here I'm going to put the password and now try again. Remember, this password is your database password, so do not share it with everyone. So I am convinced that once I put the password there, I change the part which was having comments in the .env file. I think this one is going to run. Let us try go run me.go and check if our database is now connected. Remember, we are connecting Golang with Postgres. Then later we are going to add now the React part, which is now going to help us communicate with server. Then server is going to add the front end to send the data to the database. Wow, I think this is now working. That means our database connection is established. So once you come here in this part, so once you come here in this part that says the config part here, that database connection is established. So that means now our database is now connected with the server. So in the next tutorial, we are going to create routes. That one is get routes and put routes, where we'll be now using routes with Postman to add data to our database. Okay, then we shall continue up to the front-end part to make sure that our front-end part is now fully connected with server and backend. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and share this video with your colleagues. Thank you for watching.